Do you know the single biggest obstacle stopping entrepreneurs from building a lasting empire? No, it's not capital, talent, or even luck. It's clarity. Without clarity, all the effort, money, and time you invest can quickly become wasted energy. But what if I told you the ancient philosophy of Stoicism holds the ultimate key to achieving crystal clear focus and building your empire with confidence? If you've ever felt like your goals are scattered, your days unproductive, or your business plans constantly shifting, you're not alone. This chaotic approach has ruined countless promising ventures. Yet Stoicism, a philosophy practiced by emperors, generals, and history's greatest thinkers, provides a simple, powerful framework to eliminate distractions, sharpen your focus, and truly master the art of empire building. So, how exactly does a 2,000-year-old philosophy help modern entrepreneurs get clarity today? Well, the Stoics believed success wasn't about doing more. It was about doing less, but better. Think about that for a moment. In our hustle-driven culture, we've mistakenly equated busyness with success. But Stoicism boldly challenges this belief. Marcus Aurelius, one of history's greatest emperors and a dedicated Stoic, famously wrote, "Ask yourself at every moment, is this necessary?" Imagine applying this single question to your business every day. How many unnecessary meetings, pointless tasks, and trivial worries would instantly vanish, freeing you to focus on what truly matters? But here's where it gets really interesting. The Stoics didn't just advocate simplicity, they provided clear strategies to achieve it. The first is the daily practice of reflection. Now, before you roll your eyes thinking, "I don't have time to sit around journaling," hear me out. Reflection isn't about wasting time, it's about strategically reclaiming it. Consider Seneca, another Stoic mastermind. He advised spending a few minutes each night reviewing your day, asking yourself what you achieved, what distracted you, and what you could improve tomorrow. Imagine the clarity and laser-focused efficiency you'd develop by simply understanding your own distractions. This daily habit alone can elevate your entrepreneurial game significantly. But the Stoics didn't stop at reflection. Another core principle is distinguishing between what you can control and what you can't. Entrepreneurs often waste immense energy stressing over things beyond their control. Market fluctuations, competitor moves, economic uncertainty. What if instead you poured all that mental energy solely into things you can actually influence? Picture your business as a ship sailing the open seas. You can't control the wind or the waves, but you can master the sails and rudder. Stoicism teaches entrepreneurs to become expert sailors, adapting smoothly to whatever storms arise, rather than exhausting themselves trying to tame the ocean. Now you might be thinking, all this sounds great, but is there proof it actually works? Absolutely. Some of today's most successful entrepreneurs, like Tim Ferriss, Ryan Holiday, and even Jeff Bezos, openly embrace Stoic practices. They've built empires precisely because they've learned to cut through the noise, clarify their vision, and maintain unshakable focus. But here's the twist. Clarity isn't the only benefit you'll gain. Stoicism also strengthens resilience. Let's be honest, entrepreneurship can be brutal. Failures, setbacks, disappointments, they're guaranteed. The difference between empire builders and those who give up comes down to one thing: their mental toughness. Think of Thomas Edison, who famously said, "I haven't failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's Stoicism in action. By shifting your mindset to view obstacles as opportunities for growth, you develop unstoppable momentum. What if the next setback your business faces becomes the very thing that propels you forward rather than holding you back? So, clarity, focus, resilience, these aren't just philosophical concepts. They're your entrepreneurial superpowers waiting to be unlocked. But how exactly do you implement Stoicism practically into your daily business operations? How do you translate ancient wisdom into modern success? Well, I'm Saul, and that's precisely what we'll uncover next. Specific, actionable steps that top entrepreneurs are using right now to harness Stoic principles, cut through distractions, and build their empires. And trust me, you won't believe how simple, powerful, and transformative these strategies truly are. You've probably heard the saying, complexity is the enemy of execution. For entrepreneurs, truer words have never been spoken. The Stoics knew this well, which leads us straight to one of their most powerful yet overlooked tools: ruthless prioritization. Imagine walking into your workspace tomorrow and knowing exactly which tasks will move the needle and which are just noise. Marcus Aurelius himself practiced ruthless prioritization by stripping away everything but his essential duties as emperor. And you can do the same. Every morning, ask yourself this question: what single task, if accomplished today, would have the greatest impact on my business? Then, fiercely protect the time you allocate to this task. But let's face it, protecting your focus is easier said than done, right? Distractions pop up constantly: emails, phone calls, urgent but unimportant tasks. Here's where Stoicism offers another practical insight: building an environment for focus. Think of your workspace as a sanctuary of clarity. Just as Marcus Aurelius had his private chambers to meditate and reflect, create your own space free from distractions. This might mean setting firm boundaries around your working hours, silencing notifications, or even physically rearranging your environment to encourage deep work. Imagine how much faster you'd progress if every work session was fully focused and uninterrupted. But wait, what about those inevitable days when chaos hits and things go sideways? Stoicism has an answer for that too. One of the greatest strengths of Stoic philosophy is its emphasis on emotional mastery. And here's the truth: your business success directly depends on how effectively you handle stress, setbacks, and frustrations. Epictetus, a legendary Stoic philosopher, taught that we can't control external events, only our response to them. In other words, when crisis strikes, and it inevitably will, you can choose calm, clarity, and purposeful action rather than panic. Imagine the competitive advantage you'd gain by staying composed and decisive while others around you crumble under pressure. Now you're probably wondering, this all sounds fantastic, but where do I even begin? Here's your practical blueprint. First, commit to daily reflection. Spend just 5 minutes each night journaling, asking yourself, what did I achieve today? What distracted me? And what one step can I take tomorrow to move closer to my goals? Next, start distinguishing clearly between what you can and can't control in your business. Whenever you're stressed or overwhelmed, ask, is this within my control? If not, let it go. This simple mental habit frees massive mental energy for tasks that truly matter. Finally, make ruthless prioritization your daily mantra. Each morning, pick one major goal and make it non-negotiable. Guard this time fiercely. This single practice alone can transform your productivity and business growth faster than any other. But here's the real magic. It's not about doing everything at once. Remember, Stoicism teaches simplicity and clarity. Start small, consistently implementing these practices, and you'll soon see your business transforming into the empire you've always envisioned. So ask yourself honestly, are you ready to trade frantic busyness for strategic clarity? To replace stress and burnout with resilience and focus? Because the Stoics weren't just philosophers, they were empire builders. And now their secrets are yours. Your entrepreneurial journey doesn't have to be chaotic and overwhelming. Instead, it can be disciplined, clear, and powerful. Embrace Stoicism, reclaim your clarity, and watch as your empire takes shape faster than you ever thought possible. Remember, empires aren't built by chance, they're built by clarity. And now that you have the ancient blueprint for success, there's only one question left. What empire will you build next?